Hi, thank you for clicking on the video, and I hope everyone is doing really well. So I am filming another reaction video to Freelee, the banana girl. This time the video is entitled Freelee Reacts to Vegan TikTok, What I Eat in a Day. This creates X vegans. Without further ado, let's watch this one.
Hey everyone, I'm Freelee, welcome back to Frugal Channel. So today's video is me reacting to What I Eat in a Day vegan on TikTok. There's a lot on there, but in particular this one woman caught my attention for all the wrong reasons. Her page is Neen Hailu or something, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, but she has about 3 of these What I Eat in a Day, maybe more now, but 3 that I have got here today to have a look at. Of the 3 videos that I've seen of hers, they're just disastrous. Absolutely disastrous, problematic, and today that's what I'm going to point out. And it's important that we do this. It breaks my heart that I have to speak about other vegans, whether she's vegan or not or plant-based, I'm not sure, but just speaking about others who are eating plants in a somewhat, critical fashion. Okay, I don't want to do that. I just want you all to eat what you want as long as they're plants and be healthy and, and just leave the animals alone, okay? But
if all you really want is people to be vegan, and they should be allowed to eat whatever they want as long as it's vegan, then this video should not exist. You should just be like, oh look, another vegan, and move on to the next non-vegan you can attack.
The world we live in. We also have to pay attention to our basic human physiology, our nutritional needs as a frugivore, and also the fact that, like if you're going to load up on the coffee, if you're going to load up on stimulants, what effect that has on your body and everything like that. So today, that's what I want to address. I'm going to go through some of her videos, and again, I'm so happy. Look, I'm so happy that she is vegan or plant-based. That is great. But what happens is people follow poor examples like what this woman has put up, and they can't do it. No one can do what she is putting up as an example. Okay, and what happens? They go back to eating their friends, and they're like, oh, I tried vegan. Vegan doesn't work. I felt crap. I felt low energy, this and that. And it's like, no, it's not that vegan doesn't work. Vegan is an ethical belief system. It's a lifestyle for life. It's not about what you eat. It's like your style of plant eating failed you, okay? Because you didn't educate yourself enough on your basic physiological needs. And that's where I step in, trying to do that and trying to connect you up with, the truth of what you were meant to eat and get through all this like marketing rubbish and bring you back to the truth of, what your body is meant to be living off. And that
I'm getting the sense this individual who Freelee is reacting to drinks a lot of coffee. And I think at this point we know where Freelee stands on coffee. She's against it. She thinks it's a drug. Yes, you can create a dependency on it, and that's not good. However, the amount of coffee this individual is consuming in a day is in the more alarming area. And it sounds like she is consuming coffee rather than consuming solid food, which can also be a problem.
Mainly fruit, okay? A diet dominated by fruit, and carbohydrates, if you will. So let's get into it.
She said her, not even her catchphrase, but her motto of we are frugivores, meant to consume primarily fruit, and if not primarily fruit, we should be all on a super high carb, eliminate the other macronutrient kind of diet because we are frugivores. We are not frugivores. Physiologically, we are not. But she has to say that in every single one of her videos and try to convince people that we are what she says we are, even though science shows differently.
First one, What I Eat in a Day, thick vegan edition. We'll start backwards, part 3. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so I haven't actually seen this first one yet, but we're going to watch it now.
Part 3 of What I Eat in a Day. These are so much fun. I'm literally going to make...
Oh my gosh, it's like this posing and the face paint and the Chanel, and it's just, we're becoming complete narcissists, aren't we? It's like social media is so destructive.
Why are you on it if it's such a destructive thing? Yeah, social media can create narcissists or increase the narcissism within people. Social media puts the spotlight on you. And who doesn't love a little attention? There's a reason why Freelee makes videos the way she does. There's a reason why she acts the way she does and the way she dresses and everything. She's trying to get your attention, which is the goal of social media. This individual also is trying to get your attention.
Alright, so her waist, okay? I'm going to be fair here, and I'm going to comment on her waist as well as I have on non-vegans, because it's only fair to do that, okay? Because we don't know whether she's had the...
What? We're gonna comment on her waist? Are we gonna comment on her body? And are we going to critique her physical appearance as though that is scientific fact and basis as to, her diet being poor or the wrong diet, or she's eating in the incorrect way? I think I know where this is going. She's gonna talk about having some work done. Let's see.
taken out of her waist. It doesn't quite lean for someone with her other proportions, her legs and her arms, and put into her butt, okay? Because this can happen, all right? Just be aware of that. I want you to be a critical thinker. I want you to be, when you look, not just think, oh, like, these girls have got the perfect body, or like, they're just like, you know, they're just so gifted and all of that. It's rarely, really like that, okay?
I don't know how to phrase this. I had the bad habit of being very jealous and envious of photos of girls and women online who had the perfect body. I'm much more educated and more aware that what you see might not be the true reality. Obviously, social media is an illusion. So when I look at a picture, I take it with a grain of salt, and I'm much better at seeing an image and thinking, beautiful, lovely, might not be reality. There's no reason for me to compare my body to her body. I have my body, and it's not going to look like someone else's, whether they had work done or not, whether they take something or not. My body is my own, and all I can really do is take care of my body. She's going out of her way to try and instill doubt in us, the viewers' minds. Question this person on their physical appearance with integral intent. Basically, she's putting this woman's integrity on the line based on whether or not she had work done. If a person has the means, they're able to do it in a safe and healthy way, and it's something that they want, having surgery, cosmetic surgery, any type of work done is up to the individual, and it has nothing to do with their morality or ethics or self-esteem, for that matter.
You don't have to look a particular way. Just be healthy. Don't worry about being beautiful. Worry about being healthy. Okay, so 9 a.m. she's having vitamins.
If that was the case, then Freelee would stop using her own body as proof her diet is the correct way of eating, the correct way of living, and the correct diet for all of us. She would stop doing that immediately.
I was having...
I'm assuming like B12. Look, there's no other vitamins that I recommend that you take, okay? But if she's having a deficient diet, which she is, because I know I've watched one of her other videos, then look, you know, that's what happens. People who have deficient diets are taking a whole lot of vitamins, okay? Even as plant-based, yes, you can still have a deficient diet. You know, people like Unnatural Vegan are an example of someone having a deficient diet and also taking supplements trying to fill that deficiency.
But also remember, she said, she's happy with what you eat as long as it's vegan. She's already said that, but now she's critiquing people who eat what they want on a vegan lifestyle and also know the importance of nutrients and making sure that they are not deficient. Therefore, they take a multivitamin or different supplementation in order to guarantee they are getting enough nutrients because they want to be able to eat and enjoy the foods they like, knowing some of those foods might be nutrient deficient.
I'm getting ready and it's literally almost empty at this point. But...
Okay, so 9:30 a.m. She hasn't had any nutrition to her cells. She's having her first coffee, her first slap in the face.
I ran downstairs and made like...
I think it's sad. I don't think it's cute. All this makeup focus. It's such a waste of the adult female human's time, okay?
But it's so much fun. Like, why is she opposed to people having fun and expressing themselves the way they want to express themselves and having interests other than her interests? Why does she want us all to be the same? Don't understand, except for the fact that she's always saying you do you. When people actually express themselves in the way that they are, she gets mad, and because it's not the way she wants you to express yourself. There's so much contradiction.
Intelligent women wasting their time painting their face, looking like a clown. Like, we have to get out of this mindset. This is destroying us. You know, it's really keeping us oppressed. We are oppressing ourselves by spending our time, our money, our focus all on our looks and makeup and how to make ourselves look like Kim Kardashian. And it's very, very...
I have no desire to look like Kim Kardashian whatsoever. That's not why I wear makeup. I wear makeup because I like it.
A second cup because I wanted energy for my workout.
She wanted energy for a workout. How about some real food? Because caffeine is not actually nutrition, all right? She
didn't say she was trying to get nutrition. I think she said she wanted some energy for her workout. Coffee's going to give you that energy, that boost, that momentum to push you through a workout. No one's talking about nutrients at this point.
Taking any actual food, so it's not going to give you energy. It gives you slap in the face. It gives you that adrenaline stimulant kick, which we all know is not healthy and contributes to insomnia, anxiety, and a whole host of other issues. Okay. She's doing something. Okay.
I get that I'm insane, but this is my third coffee of the day, but this one's like extra special.
Holy moly. This is her third coffee. She hasn't had any food yet. The girl has not had any food yet. Hang on, let me see if I'm mistaken here. No vitamins. She has not had any food yet. What? This is coffee number 3, and it's nearly lunchtime. Okay, so you can see what I mean. I haven't actually watched this one. I watched the next one. Like, you can see what I mean here, right? This is just, this is a recipe for disaster. She's under eating drastically, and you can see she's got weight on her still, so she's obviously having what they call is cheat days, but it's really a binge day, okay? Like, you don't have to starve yourself, okay? Like, in Raw Till 4, I show you exactly how you can thrive on this lifestyle.
You should not starve yourself. However, Raw Till 4 is not the only diet or lifestyle that encourages non-starvation. She is speaking in matter-of-fact terms, saying basically, my diet, give me your money, is going to give you food freedom, when you can have food freedom literally on any diet. Not the fad ones. We're not talking about the fad ones. I'm talking about the balanced ones, the actual good ones.
Like extra special because it's pumpkin cheesecake flavored. So fire.
So fire. Like, seriously. Come on, let's try and be original. Let's, like, not copy, like, Kim Kardashian and try and sound like her.
Why does she have to be so rude? Yes, the person's diet so far is not optimal, all right? I'll admit it. I agree. It's not optimal, but there's no reason to mock her.
Like, try and look like her. Like, come on. You're better than that. You have this amazing, uniqueness within you that you need to just let it rise. Stop drowning it. You know, stop drowning it in all this fake fashion and makeup, paints, chemical icing. You know, I just want so much more for you. As a fashion major and someone who works in the fashion industry, I would very much like to know what fake fashion is. Alright, so, is this the first bit of actual food? Impossible burger with guac.
I unintentionally skipped breakfast, so I felt like I deserved like an extra good meal. So
she's all about the posing, isn't she? It's like, oh God. All right, do you. Okay, but the thing is, you're not doing you. You're doing like Kim Kardashian. But look, what she's eating there, okay.
What the heck? Why have you decided that she's not being herself? Maybe this is her authentic self. Never seen Kim Kardashian act like this. You even know how she acts? Don't decide people aren't being genuine. Just because you think they're not being genuine, they might actually just be being themselves. You just can't accept it because you've decided there's something wrong with them because of the way they eat.
Let me have a look at this thing. Impossible burger. All right, impossible burger with guac. Okay, guacamole. Yum, I love it. But where are the carbohydrates here? You know, where are the carbs?
There's some bread. That's a carb.
Like, I just see, like, impossible burger, which is, you know, just a fatty, high-protein, meat replacement, flesh.
And there's something wrong with that. It's vegan.
Which is good. Obviously, she's not eating animals. We already established this. This is excellent. But, you know, if you eat like this, if you show others, if you're putting this example out soon, you won't be. You know, like, either you will go off the wagon or the people watching.
I eat fake meat a lot of the time, and I've been vegan for 10 years?
Does not have any chance at actually staying plant-based. So, look, it's just junk. It's just a very processed, unhealthy meal.
I really don't think the way you eat vegan determines whether you stay vegan or not. I think what determines whether you stay vegan or not is if you eat a plant-based diet and then one day decide you're going to incorporate animal products, making you no longer vegan.
Essentially start your day. She's starting her eating day with this. No.
But it's also 3 o'clock. You can eat this any time of day. I'm not saying there's like a time of day designated for certain foods. This is a perfectly acceptable thing to eat later in the day or as your first thing of the day.
Where's the fruit? Where's the fresh? Not good.
Intentionally skipped breakfast, so I felt like I deserved like an extra good meal. So I had an impossible burger. Hella apples.
Hella apples. It's not cute. So
she's just mocking this person. You're not actually giving any useful information. You're just mad because they're eating in a way you don't like. That's literally it. And they have interests and hobbies that you don't like.
Good. She's got some apples. Apples. Yeah. Fruit is great, but an apple is not going to do a lot for you. One single apple. Okay. Good to see some fruit, but seriously, get some more into you. For yourself.
She wants everyone to just eat fruit, but then when people eat fruit, it's not good enough because it's not enough.
I think she's more obsessed with her reflection than her nutrition. And that is a real shame because if she maybe focused more on educating herself on how her human frugivore body actually thrives and what nourishes it, then she'd be addicted to caffeine. She wouldn't have a drug addiction because that's what she has.
But aren't you worried, Freelee, that if she does research the human body, she'll learn that the human frugivore body is a non-existent thing because we're not frugivores? Aren't you worried she might actually stumble upon the scientific truth? That would make your claims obsolete, even though, I mean, they're technically already obsolete because what you speak from is incorrect.
Essentially a junkie, you know, and that might sound rough and everything, but no, it's not, because caffeine is the most widely used drug on the planet. Okay, it's very accepted, of course, because everybody is doing it. And it's being like pushed by so much marketing as being, yeah, it's fine, it's actually good for you, and it's just all a big old lie.
I don't think anyone is saying coffee and caffeine is good for you. More people would say caffeine and coffee in excess is unhealthy for you. Is it a health food? No, it's just a delicious drink that some people, majority of people, consume. And yes, it should be in moderation, because yes, it does have detrimental health effects if overdone. And I hate that she calls them a junkie, because that just undermines people who have real problems.
Really sad. So now she's having nuts. It's like, how about some fruit? How about some frutas?
Hella nuts.
Hella nuts.
My favorite part.
Hang on. My favorite part, she said here.
My favorite part.
This little baby voice is irritating. It's really irritating. Let it free, sister. Let the voice out. Come on.
Maybe that's her voice. I need to stop stopping the video every time she insults this girl on just the girl being herself, because I'm going to be constantly stopping it.
Be you. Be you. We know that you're probably a spicy one behind the camera, behind the scenes. Kombucha. So, see, she's trying to get some sugar with the kombucha, but what the heck? Is this the whole day? Right? That was the whole day. Okay, so she clearly just undereat.
I agree. She definitely is under eating. That is not healthy. It almost feels like Freelee is attacking this person's character based on how they eat.
Ate very badly. Okay, under 1,000 calories. So she's had about 1,000 at the maximum calories for that day. So this is why, it needs to be called out. And I know that some of you are going to be like, oh no, she's a vegan. You should just be happy. It's like, I've been in this movement for 14 years. I've coached thousands of people, okay? I know how this works. I've seen many, many ethical vegans go back to eating animals. I've seen it happen because they don't look after their basic physiological needs. They eat crap. They're crap food vegans, junk food vegans, high protein, junk food, unnatural vegan type vegans, okay?
I think people who eat in a way that is categorized as junk food vegans, I think they're the ones who are more likely to stay vegan if we're talking from a place of your vegan diet determines whether you stay vegan or not. It shows them that, hey, I can still have all the foods I had before. I don't have to sacrifice anything, and I can still eat in a way that is satisfying and enjoyable as a vegan. I think that is much healthier, especially mentally healthy, to stay vegan, if we're talking from those factors, than someone like her trying to make everybody eat just fruit, which is restrictive. Restrictive diets make people give up the diet they're doing.
But they're not actually vegans because they never go back, but they're eating a lot of unhealthy processed foods, but they're also undereating, okay? And if you undereat long enough, the brain is just going to be like, hang on, we need some glucose, we need some fructose, and it's going to send you elsewhere. So unless you are actually an ethical vegan, it's going to be very hard for you to, stay on the path. And that's why I educate myself, because I don't want to go back to hurting animals, and I will not go back to them because I actually educate myself on how I'm meant to eat.
She's afraid that she'll go back to eating animals if she gives up fruit. No, the only way you go back to eating meat, and I've already said this, is if you pick it up and you put it in your mouth.
Human is meant to eat. I discovered that we're frugivores. Okay, and that's why.
No, you just decided. You didn't discover that we're frugivores. You just decided that we're frugivores.
We are meant to have a lot of carbohydrates, a lot of fructose in our diets. And obviously, she's eating more than that, okay? She is thicker than just having, 1,000 calories or less. And I wish she would show that, show her cheat days, which are just binge days, because this is a really bad example for a start, obviously. Let's get on to the next one. What I eat in a day, thick vegan edition, part 2.
Part 2 of what I eat in a day, because these are honestly so fun to make.
Please, don't make more of them, okay? If you're going to show other young women how to starve and how to create deficiencies in their body, then don't make any more. We don't want to see them. Go off TikTok, go off Instagram, go off social media, educate yourself on proper human nutrition, because currently your example is terrible. Okay?
I do agree that it is a bad representation of a healthy diet. I don't know if this person claims that her diet is healthy. She might not. She might know her diet is unhealthy. In the wrong viewers' hands, it can be dangerous. And I think people who have a tendency to be susceptible to bad behaviors around eating, they do need to be cautious. I think anyone should be cautious. If you're going to watch these types of TikToks, go into it knowing and thinking this is not the ideal. This is not optimal. But there's nothing wrong with consuming content knowing it's not healthy. I don't think this woman is representing veganism. I think she's representing herself. Hopefully, when she looks back at these TikToks, she's like, oh shit, I really was not taking care of myself. And she'll figure it out. Hopefully. I do agree. It's a bad representation of a grown-ass woman's diet. There's no denying it.
Don't need this in the vegan movement.
I didn't get to take a picture of it, but I had like 2 cups of coffee while I was getting ready for work.
I had 2 cups of coffee while I was getting ready for work. It's almost like she's proud of it. She's proud of being a drug addict. And this is sad. And some of you might be...
She needs to not call people who drink 2 cups or more coffee drug addicts. Seriously. Again, that undermines people who have real drug addictions.
She just likes the taste. She just likes the flavor. Yes, that's what happens when you have an addiction, okay? This is like all part of the addiction. People are very defensive of things that they are addicted to.
Anyway, so breakfast was this protein bowl with extra peanut butter.
Okay, so she's a protein addict, all right? She's probably been watching Unnatural Vegan. Oh, seriously, girl, stop, okay? You need to get the glucose and the...
I love Unnatural Vegan. I'm just going to throw that out there. I love her videos. Now, protein is something you can be addicted to.
Caffeine, not face slapping, not this adrenal hits, this central nervous system jolt. What you need is actual fuel, real nutrition, not a whole lot of protein. Like, science does not even support this. It is not a good source of fuel. It simply is not. She's going to be so constipated. And part of the reason that she's probably...
It is true. Protein is not the best source of energy and fuel for the body. That is true. It is not the optimal source. However, as long as it contains calories, it does provide energy. Calories are merely a measuring tool of energy. As long as you eat food that have calories, you are fueling your body.
A lot of caffeine is because she's going to be constipated.
Obviously.
And it's going to help her go, you know.
I do need to say though, peanut butter and protein powder, eating it with a spoon does not sound good. Eat spoonfuls of peanut butter.
Number 3, cheers.
Coffee number 3, cheers. She's like proud of it. It's sad.
I had like almost a cup of air.
It's not going to, I mean, this is going to cause her gastric issues. She's going to have digestive issues because of all of this caffeine. She's going to have anxiety issues. But you don't see all this in like a 1-minute TikTok, do you? You don't see the downtime. You don't see how this really, really affects people psychologically and physically because they don't put that up. Because that's not so much fun, is it, to show people? But you should be showing it. You should be showing the reality behind fueling your body this way. Because it's not fueling, it's just, you know, toxifying your body, basically. And now she's having air-fried nuts. Carbs? Fruit? Banana?
Air-fried nuts. They're so freaking good. I got some Starbucks for me and my client because I'm an angel.
No, you're a junkie. You're not an angel, sister, okay? She's even like sharing it around with her clients, getting the client drugs as well. Honestly, you can see that her diet is obviously deficient here. And it's not because she's not eating meat, dairy, and eggs. We know that, okay? We know that. This is because she's not having enough fruit. She's not having enough carbohydrates, low fat.
No, it's because she's just not eating enough of anything.
Carb, plant foods. She's avoiding it. She's doing this high protein, low carb, low calorie caffeine diet. It's a shocker. It's one of the worst I've seen.
Pomegranate.
Okay, there's some pomegranate, but is she seriously just going to have a dessert spoon of pomegranate? Like, just, that's it? Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know whether this is some parody or joke, or it's not. I don't think it is. So it's very, very irresponsible. She should take these videos down. I don't even know how TikTok allows these videos because it's just promoting starvation, you know? And I'm not saying she needs animal products, obviously. Just eat food, eat real food. Get it in you, sister. More posing and more coffee. They go well together, don't they? They seem to in these videos. Look, you know, you might look at her and say, oh, like, she looks good and everything. I mean, we can only see her at this angle, and I don't care. You know, I don't care if she looks good or whatever. She, you know, fits a stereotype. It doesn't matter. What matters to me is that she stays on the plant-based lifestyle, okay?
Apparently, that isn't all that matters to you because you've been insulting and mocking her this entire time while she's on a vegan diet.
It matters to me, you know, and I hope that she's vegan and like she thinks about animals. I don't know, but please educate yourself on animals if you're not actually, you know, thinking about them as well and you're just all about eating plants and it's just a trendy diet for you. Please educate yourself. So Arabic coffee, what is this, a fifth coffee or something? You know, it's just a joke by this point. It's terrible.
Caffeine because I have issues.
Okay, so she said, more caffeine because I have issues. Yes, you do, and it's not cute. It's not cute. You know, she's trying to make it like, it's almost like this generation is like, it's cool to be mediocre. You know, it's cool to be a failure. It's like, yeah, it's like, the more pathetic you are, the better it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I was young, it was actually like, people looked up to others who had high standards for their health and for the way they lived and for just their life in general. Now it seems like the lower standards you have and the like more jokes you make about it, the better you are and the more people like follow you and think you're great and everything. It's just because they've got these mediocre standards. If you've got low standards yourself, you look for others who have low standards as well to make you feel
It's called self-deprecating humor.
about yourself. But it's not cool. Okay, raise your standards. It's embarrassing to be so uneducated, and it's also irresponsible, like I've said, to be promoting this to thousands and thousands of young, impressionable girls.
I actually agree. It is irresponsible for her to be putting out these videos. Whether she's intending to or not, by putting out the videos, it is promoting the way she eats. TikTok is primarily used by young people, not just Girls get eating disorders, boys do too. This is being viewed by impressionable minds. That is something that if you're going to be a content creator, you do need to take into consideration. I think Freelee should take into consideration as she spews incorrect information about the physiological makeup of the human body.
Yeah. Apple. Yeah, because, you know, this is a typical, you know, like a low carb, even if it's not low carb, but yeah.
I could literally live off apples, I'm not even kidding. Kombucha's
Of the fruits, I don't think apple is in the category of lower carb content.
Gosh, I wonder, like, I mean, she gets sick of just staring in the camera all the time like this. Girlfriend, it's turning you into, like, you know, as she ages, she's just going to hate her reflection. Like the kombucha, again, trying to get some sugar, trying to get some carbs, her diet's deficient.
favorite part of every day. My workout clothes are very extravagant.
She's working out in the jeans, okay? Okay, so that's my video for today. I'm not going to do any more because it's going to get too...
All right, so that is that video. I guess I agree with some of Freelee's points, but for the most part, I don't. She always says, just do you, and then she complains when people do. So, hypocritical much? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you did not enjoy it, you can give it a thumbs down. That is cool too. I don't mind. If you are not subscribed already, please consider subscribing and be sure to hit the notification bell to stay notified of all future uploads. If you have any comments, questions, video suggestions, anything at all, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. Be sure to go follow me over on Instagram, and I will see you next time. Bye!